I'm your host, Anubis, and welcome to Anubis Talk. Today, we're going to discuss a Star Wars theory that I came up with. That I just happily came up with the theory, just came up with the theory that is it possible if Rey is Luke's daughter, could this mean that Mara Jade might come into canonicity? Think of it. Rey, we don't know about Rey. We don't know. We only and Lucasfilm and Disney are actually hiding a lot of stuff. What happened? We only know he started a Jedi Temple, but we don't know what happened during that 30-year gap. That in the beginning of after Return of the Jedi. So, what could this mean in Episode 8? So, my theory is that if Rey is Luke's daughter, we might see a possibility of returning character from Legends, Mara Jade, because it's logical of that, because if you look at how canon characters are reintroduced, have their essence of that character. Look at Grand Admiral Thrawn. He's returning, and he's gonna be on Rebels in season 3, and he has all his traits. So what does this mean for the future of Star Wars, even the movies? So I believe that if it turns out that it's obvious that Rey is Luke's daughter, because basically the Star Wars in trilogies, the saga films, are basically the Skywalker family. Prequels were Anakin Skywalker, and the original trilogy was Luke Skywalker, and then the sequel trilogy is Rey Skywalker. But I don't think Rey is her real name. If you look at a helmet, think of it, and I'll come to that discussion later in the video. So you're probably saying, why do they hide from us? Well, to make sure that we don't know it. You see that Mara Jade is a very interesting character. She is popular, but not as popular than Thrawn. So I remember, why would they hide this crucial character from media? Well, if you look at it, I believe it's not the right time. But here's a thing. In the Legends thing, she was the Emperor's hand. Basically, she was a type of Inquisitor working with the Emperor, or Emperor Palpatine, or Sidious. So, here's the thing. What if that we know that all the Inquisitors are all dead? What if that Mara Jade was the last Inquisitor? What's taller? There's the Grand Inquisitor, because he was the strongest, but who is on top of who? You see that the Emperor's hand could be the highest ranking Inquisitor. So, I assume that Mara Jade might be the last Inquisitor. The last Inquisitor. The last. So they keep the thing of what makes Mara Jade, even her story that she went to kill him, to assassinate him. But I believe that the Emperor, that they connected, and somehow that they could say that they could like take some of her story, her lore, but also tweak it a little bit that would fit nicely into the new canon. So I'm saying that they borrowed essence from like their son. Well, in Legends, they had a son called Ben Skywalker, and basically it's interesting because think of it, who would have sent um Rey to Jakku? I believe that um Luke thought that his daughter died, and it was Ben Solo or Kylo Ren who dropped her off, wiped her memory off, even her own name, and I believe she found that during her time on Jakku, she found a helmet, and it had something like similar to Rey, and she took on the name Rey, and that's what she had that name. She had to have an identity because, but she remembers that they will come for me. They will come for me. She stays there because thing. So, what does this fit with Rey being Luke's daughter? Well, if you ever watch The Force Awakens in subtitle, in the part where Maz Kanata was talking to Rey, when they was talking about someone might be have to see could thing, and the part where she says something, it's very muffled, and when you do the subtitles, it says Luke, and that's a big hint that still can. And I believe that why I believe that they're gonna bring back Mara Jade like they did with like Rebels, but in a different way. I believe they're gonna do something like in a novel or a flashback scene of it. And I think that you could say that I didn't do research. This is just a speculation. It's a speculation theory video, and I want to make sure that you know. This is Anubis, and see you soon, and have a nice day.